Hey y'all, it's Deja, and I want to talk about this latest episode of Baddies USA Chapter 2. So they're still at rehearsals, and when I tell you rehearsals a mess, it's fights everywhere. They not rehearsing shit. It's just a lot is going on. So ET and Persuasion, it picks up where this episode picks up where it ended off last episode. But they fight in, they get into a tie. Persuasion, she was definitely working. Like she said, I've never ducked a fade. I don't know about ever in her life, but that night, that day, she didn't duck not one fade. And I don't know if it's really admirable, but she ended up one fade. I will say that. So Tinka and Killa they get into it again, and Tinka she definitely got it. She was working Killa around. Killa likes to talk on her chest, and she is good at doing it, but she also is just not a good fighter. So it's like I get it, but also anyways. So Camila she's still in the back crashing out, and she's like, she's a bully. She's a bully. She just want to fuck with the baddest bitch. And I'm like, girl, you calling somebody 20 years younger than you a bully? Now, can Lex be a bully? Absolutely, but I don't think she wasn't bullying you, girl. You was popping online. She whooped your ass. Let's just call it what it is. And she wasn't the only one. But anyway, so Biggie is begging Camila like, girl, you need to go ahead. Stop moving. Stop moving. You sweating. Stop moving. Just let me go ahead. Just let me go ahead. And I'm like, Biggie, that's a grown ass woman with 87 kids. If she wants to keep moving her head, then let that girl keep moving her head. I don't understand why we playing this game of like, Camila needs all this help. Camila got her ass whooped because Camila do a lot. Like that's just what it is. So, anyways, Amber wants to fight ET over some internet drama, and I won't say Amber got whooped, but Amber did get her ass whooped, just a tiny bit. Amber my girl, so I'm not gonna do that. So then Pressure she sneaks ET. I didn't really watch Night as TV. I kind of like Pressure, but also I feel like she's doing a little bit a lot. It's not organic. It's not organic. I do know that. But Dolly she wants ET. But first, she got to catch her breath. I'm like, Dolly, you got to stop smoking them cigarettes, babe. You got to stop smoking all them goddamn cigarettes. And you can definitely tell that the girls who was kind of just like sitting back in a cut, like, I got an issue with this person, this person, this person. But I think some of them really thought that, like, okay, a couple people gonna get their fights off and then they're gonna, we're gonna rehearse. Nah, because you can see like the way that Dolly, Tasiki, Lex, like they kind of were like sitting down, and then I feel like eventually they were like, you know what, everybody getting it. I want camera time, so I'm gonna get it. I feel like that's kind of what it was. But anyways, Diamond, she's on the stage getting off, and Fauna is where you're supposed to be getting off and getting on the stage. And Diamond, she wants to fight Fauna from the reunion, and Fauna, she's like, no, Diamond was like, oh, you just got beat up by Tinka, and she was like, nah, you didn't see me, I was uppercutting. I'm like, I will never give you your tens, Fauna, because you're a whack ass cop bitch. And that's just it. Period. Point to end. So then Persuasion and ET they kind of make up because they was basically saying like it wasn't even that big of a deal for us to be like fighting like that. It was really a misunderstanding and yada yada yada. ET when I say ET give me that she'd been in prison. I don't think they've ever been in prison. I don't know how to argue. Oh, I know how to fight. I know how to fight. Like when I tell you she can never get this bitch away from me. Tame this hoe. Like ET scares me. If I was ever sitting around her, I would be so scared. She like she chew fucking rocks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But anyways, so Tinka she gets on stage, and then finally like the rehearsals they kind of start again. Mariah she decides that she wants ET over some internet stuff. I'm like, Mariah, shut up. I just feel like this whole episode Mariah was going and like talking to okay whoever the biggest baddest girl I'm not but whoever Tasiki was trying to fight, whoever Lex was trying to fight, whoever her friends were trying to fight, she was also trying to get on that and kind of jump a little bit too. And I'm like, Mariah, just shut up. Like I'm over you at this point, babe. I'm so sorry. But Mariah she gets in there with ET, but she definitely does get whooped. And then she does the same thing with like Persuasion. That she was just basically like, I wanted that with you, but now we done fighting. It's good. We can talk about it, whatever. Like, who gives a damn? They make up. But Pressure, she wants Tavy. And she's just kind of like trying to go after Tavy. And I'm just like, oh my God. They eventually, they fight a little bit. Tavy was getting her ass whooped. Like this whole episode, Tavy was kind of getting her ass whooped. And I don't know what Tavy had going on. But Tavy was getting her ass whooped. And I don't think that Tavy's been like the fighter's fighter or anything. Because she did get whooped by Lex last season. But I was just like, I thought she would be able to handle herself a little bit better than that. But Tavy is the mother's mother. Okay, Tavy is your aunt's aunt. So I can definitely see it where it's like she's just an old ass lady. But anyways, ET says like, "Oh my gosh, my eyes burn, like my face is burning," and I'm thinking like, before they even said something about mace, I was like, she probably got maced by one of these bitches, and I was like, Fauna didn't touch her, so who did it? So they're thinking that it was Pressure, or they're thinking that it was somebody else, but they did not think that it was Persuasion. So they're putting like water in her eye, and Tasiki does kind of seem like such a sweet girl sometimes because she goes over there, because her and ET they had already fought each other. I don't know if they still had an issue or nothing, or like they just didn't like each other. ET was like, "Oh my gosh, like what's wrong?" And then she starts like helping her out a little bit. And then Mariah she go over there with her whack ass. And then Persuasion she goes over there. So I'm like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" Why Persuasion the one that did? So anyway, as they're taking ET out, like ET has her eyes covered. In her confession, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm just so scared because not because I'm maced, it hurts, but also I have my eyes covered and all the, like 4 or 5 bitches still want it with me, and I'm walking through here. Guess what? Amber sneaks her. Amber gets her ass. Amber just gets like one hit on her, and I'm just like, this is just a lot going on. So ET gets to the back, and Sirach is saying like, "Oh, you got to get some Coca Cola for her eyes. You get that bitch away from me. You can use Coca Cola to clean toilets. I'm not using a Coca Cola to clean my eyes, Sirach. What are you talking about? Go outside and sit somewhere." Honestly, she might have been right. I was gonna look it up, but I honestly forgot. But I don't know. But honestly, maybe do listen to Ciroc because the same way that ET is a ghetto ass bitch, so is Ciroc. So they probably been in the hood together, okay, getting maced together. Well, in the hood they probably don't really mace you; they just fight you and shoot you. But so Persuasion says that she had the mace on her hands, but it wasn't for ET, it was for pressure. And I'm like, but if you fight multiple bitches, because mind you, that wasn't the first person that she fought. So did you just put it on your hands when it came to pressure, and then you fought ET right after? Like, and then you fought ET a couple times. I don't know. It's just whack to me. It's so whack. I'm like, that's why. That's why Persuasion didn't miss none of her phase because you had fucking mace on your hands, and he was like, "Come hell or high water, I'm winning this." It's just so whack to me. It was so whack to me. I get it because honestly, if it was me in that situation, I definitely would have did it because I'm not no fighter's fighter. And bitch, you put your hands on me, we fight to the death, okay? And it's gonna be your death, not mine. But anyway, so I get it, but at the end of the day, like this is not what that show is. Because if you can get out there and fight, then you don't need to be on a show. Honestly, all the bad girls, because she's really the only one, and Natalie, they can go. They honestly can go. Like none of the bad girls that came on last season stayed. So Persuasion, why are you, I don't know. Persuasion just made a fool of herself. She really did. So TT she fights Persuasion because of the situation. She's like, oh my gosh, like this bitch got mace on her hands. I don't like this. So she fights her. She goes absolutely crazy, nuts, so insane. TT is another one that I just will never like, so I never give her tens. I'll just say that she went crazy on Persuasion. That's all I'll say. So Daisy she then jumps in and she fights Persuasion. And I'm like, I don't know, like Daisy was going like really crazy. So Camila, she is outside and she's asking for something like I don't want no medical. Now I want somebody with a PhD. You mean an MD? I mean, they can get you a PhD, but they won't be able to help you. Like, and then also like her head was open a little bit, but girl, you can put some super glue and you'll be fine. Like Camila was doing absolutely a lot, and I really want her to shut the fuck up at her house. Just go home. So Biggie, she's performing. When I say Biggie was performing, like there is Biggie, there is Natalie, and then there's Dolly. And then I will give it to Lex because I do like it's big Lex, not the little one, I'm something. But when I say they be performing, but Biggie and Natalie, but when I say I love it, like even like I really really like Biggie's music. I just really DTB also. Um, but I could really see them because they trying to do like the performance of Zeus music or whatever, and they signed Cold Killer. They also signed Biggie. They can't sign DTB because she's signed to 1501. But I really like Biggie's music, and I really hope that she does get on her music stuff, kind of like Cardi B, and then leaves this TV stuff alone because she does get a lot of exposure on Zeus, but it's just not a good look, because it's not Big Dominican, it's Big Baby. Anyways. So Daisy, she tries to get Rolly. Rolly's on stage. She's trying to like do auditions, and then she's like, "Girl, get the fuck on." She's like, you know what? I got something for you. And she has pulled out a dildo. She starts shaking that bitch. And then Rolly throws the dildo at Daisy. People saying that Daisy was mad because she couldn't get to Rolly. No, she was mad that she threw that big ass dildo at that 7-incher at her. But one thing that I will say about Rolly, if you ever get left in charge again, you need to be absolutely and ultimately, or you need to be professional. Okay, don't let none of these girls take you out of your element. But also, like, I get that they do want them to come on one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. I feel like what they should do instead is they should get the first 3, 4, 5 girls, and then they should be like, okay, you sit right here, you sit right here, you sit right here. And if any of them got a problem, then just put security in between them. But like the first that's on the lineup, not just like 5 girls that got issued, but just like the first couple girls that's on the lineup, get them out of the way, put them in their cars, and then bring the next ones because that's gonna be the only way that y'all can do this. I know that Zeus is trying to like still give us entertainment while they're doing the rehearsal and stuff, but this was an absolute shit show. It was an absolute fucking shit show. Like Tasiki at the end of the episode was like, I'm just gonna go to my room and I'm just gonna rehearse in my room because I can't rehearse here, clearly. Like I don't have the option to. And it was just so freaking whack. But honestly, I'm just like, y'all gotta do a better job with this. Like, had them do the rehearsals, had them do something. I would have probably told them, like, if you fight at the rehearsals, if you fight on the stage or at the booking, then your ass is going to be gone. We don't need ET on the show. We haven't needed her for the past what 5, 6 seasons. We sure don't need her for this one for the 10th. I'm so sorry, but girl, you would have left. You would have to get gone. Miss Big Boo, whatever her name is. Not TT. Wet Wet. She would have had to go too. We don't need that crackhead energy. Wet Wet's not bringing anything to the stage, so she would have had to go. It's too many bitches. It's too many bitches. I like the show, but it's a lot going on. But anyways, so Summer walks in like the baddest bitch that she is not at all. But she did walk in there, her head held high, calling out all them bitches. Dolly, Summer, I mean not Summer. She's like Dolly, Ivory, Rolly, I want all y'all. Rolly on the stage, she's like, girl, fuck you. Dolly runs up and she is fighting Summer. Summer, she definitely can't keep her own. I don't think that she whooped Dolly like she did, but she just definitely was holding on in her. Ivory, she doesn't fight Summer, but she does kick Tavy in the back. And then she was when I say she was wearing Tavy out. I don't know what Tavy had going on. I just feel like Tavy was like, you know what, I'm gonna put the aquifer on, I'm gonna wrap my hands up, and I'm gonna put it in God's hands. Baby, God wasn't there that day. God let you get your ass whooped, baby. I'm so sorry. But anyways, Ivory, she then goes and fights Pressure on the dead homies. On the dead homies. When I tell you her dead homies are sick of it, stop calling me up. I'm ready to rest, baby. I'm ready to rest. On the dead homies. On the dead homies. Like she's never gonna. Is she from California? I don't know. I ask you. So then Ivory, oh no, not Ivory. So she really wasn't letting up on Pressure. She fought her a couple times. Fought her in one room. Pressure just kept walking. And something that annoys me about security is when they keep letting like really heavy hitters fight girls that really can't do it. Now, if it's a summer and she just won't shut the fuck up, okay. But Pressure was walking away. Like it's not okay to let her just keep getting beat up. But anyway, so ET sneaks Pressure, and then Persuasion sneaks Pressure, and then I'm just like, why y'all don't like this girl so much? It's given that y'all don't like the girls who really are the standout ones. Anyways, so Summer she called out Rolly again, and Rolly was like, girl, shut up. And then Persuasion and Summer fight, and I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from, but Persuasion and her fight, Persuasion took it. Then Ciroc and Lex fight. If you know last season, Lex whooped the fuck out of Ciroc. Like she whooped her ass. This time she Ciroc definitely held her own. She wasn't just letting Lex just, beat her up real bad. But I will say that Lex, she did dot that eye. She did dot her eye. And yeah. But it just kinda was what it was. I mean, it just kind of was what it was. Lex is my girl, so I'm never gonna say she just got her ass whooped because I don't think she did, but she wasn't whooping her like she was the last time. But I will say the first time they was on an open area, and it wasn't a lot of security. This time, like it was a lot of security around, so I would really be interested to see them fight open area and nobody is around, just like they did that first time, because I think that would definitely make the difference. But anyways, so Summer is going around. She's looking for Ivory. She's like, "Where Ivory at? I'm looking for Ivory." I'm like, "You don't want that big throat neck bitch. You don't want her because you know she can wear your ass out. You just looking for camera time, and you can look for it with everybody else, but not her. I'm begging you. I beg you, girl, do not. Honestly, just whoop her ass. But honestly, like Summer's the type of girl where you whoop her ass and she stops talking. She's just gonna keep going. So I'm like, why won't you just keep going without getting ass whooped by Ivory? I don't know. So then Taseki, she jumps at her. She's like, girl, shut the fuck up. And I just think that Summer just keeps going and going. That's something that Lex said. Like, you just keep going and you won't stop. It's one thing to pop your stuff and be like, I'm the baddest in here, but you have to stop at some point? Anyways, so they end the rehearsals, and I'm like, three people got to rehearse. One, two, three. Yeah, about three or four people got to rehearse. And mind you, it's 20 bitches on the stage. So, okay. Rolly tells Summer, like, put some deodorant on that pussy because I don't want it to be stinking when you bend over. Yeah, Rolly don't like Summer. I get it. But honestly, I don't know. I just feel like Rolly needs to take the Natalie Nunn thing where she's just like, kind of, I don't like none of these bitches, but I'm going to be nice to all y'all kind of thing because I am the boss. But I also don't think that Rolly knows how to be that type of person Natalie is and still get camera time because she's still not Natalie. But anyway, so Natalie and Lemmy they go to Coachella. Honestly, I kind of fast forwarded through some of the parts. It looked like good. It looked good, but I just like I really don't care. So Bahati, they get on the stage, everybody's performing, and then Bahati, she put Hurricane's wig in a like a frame. And I was like, girl, this lame as fuck. Like Bahati. Honestly, I like Bahati because she was good TV on Betty's Gone Wild. On this show though, she is boring as fuck. And I need her to go. Honestly, her, Hurricane M, and TT can go. TT first, Hurricane M soon thereafter, and then Bahati. No, no. They just not giving for me. There's too many bitches on there for them to be just so lackluster. Anyways, ET tries to fight somebody. I think it's Pressure, and she ends up falling. Oh no, she tries to fight somebody, and then she just kind of like gets pulled back. And I'm just like, girl, why, like, see, that's that ghetto shit. Didn't they tell y'all not to fight? My thing would be if you ever try to fight somebody at the booking, you gotta go. You immediately gotta go. I'm so sorry, but you gotta go. Your check will be affected. So then they bring out Stunner Girl, and I'm like, yes, I hope that she's actually gonna be on tour with them. What's her song? Oh God, I forgot her song. Anyways, must not be that memorable. But I do like Stunner Girl. So I'm just like, girl, someone go check on Biggie. Slick, somebody go check on Krishan because she was messing with Blueface. But Biggie, bro, why you bring her back, bro? Bro, why you bring her back, bro? I don't like this, bro. Why, bro? Anyway, so then we get to like the backstage. DTB and Fauna, they're in the dressing room and they're arguing over it. And they fight a couple times. So I don't know who necessarily won. Neither one of them can really fight. DTB, I used to really like DTB, but DTB is too much of a cloud chaser and she can't fight. Like it would be one thing. And I'm not saying I go for the girls that really know how to fight, but on these type of shows, I go for the girls that really know how to fight. Like if you can at least hold your own. DTB, you've been on this show for I don't even know how many seasons, and you still don't know how to post up and like actually throw fucking punches. And I don't know if and also she's been on Now TV, and they don't actually fight hard. It's really just the editing. You can argue with your mama, but like, girl, what is you doing? I don't know. She just gets annoying sometimes. But when she was throwing the bitches and hitting Fauna in her face, it's two girls I don't like, and I really don't like one of them, and that's Fauna. So I'm not going up for DTB, but you know. But anyways, she's on the stage. She snatches Pressure's wig, and Lex is like, "Girl, you snatching wigs? I gotta go." But that was really the end of it. it was actually really good. I liked the performances. That's why I didn't really talk about them because I'm actually watching them, not taking notes. But I am ready for the next episode because they're gonna have a house meeting. That's when their bitches is throwing balls, and we don't really get to see who the fighters is. I really do wish that Natalie and Lemmy would just set up a ring and just have them girls fight inside the ring. No boxing gloves, just throwing them, throwing them, throwing them. And everybody gets a minute. I feel like that would be better than them trying to like fight on concrete, fight on grass and stuff. But that's my thoughts. Let me know how y'all felt about the episode in the comments.